toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on.
There he goes! Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Dupree. Runs through a tackle. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture, so great job.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Tulane's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse,
turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Touchdown, Tulane! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll leave it with him. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He smashes his way through again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going for it all. Touchdown, Green Wave. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was, wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Green Wave! He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The last two plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. And as he throws, grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hayes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Preston. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Gives it on the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Grab behind the line. It's Davidson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback may change this route. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Dupree. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Memphis picking up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged on the outside, it's Preston. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Memphis about to put it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls down.
Yeah, and this defense had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants and will finally get into the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Makes the grab. It's Hayes. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
38, Memphis, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse, probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
grab behind the line. It's Welsh.
This defense is so well coached. They came into this game knowing that they were going to see some screen passes. On third down, they were expecting it, and now they have a chance to get off the field.
Kick is in the air. Just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Preston. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Reed. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. The short hands, it's Hayes. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
That's a first down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Davidson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. To the air, it's McMillan. Oh, they're after him. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Tulane looking for the 4th down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
Thanks so much.